The End of the War of the Sexes. I was reading literature on the most porcelain of thrones when the thought occurred to me that the battle between the sexes was over just before it had begun. Fill a decree, 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 I herald Edward the Fourth, do declare that the state absolves all indecencies of proprietary nature on the side of that of the women, whom for their own benefit are the most sexist of all. You see, it began eons ago in the small hollow of Shabanshi. Now, if you have not heard of Shabanshi, you are not the only one. You see, Shabanshi is a Berkshire, and in a Berkshire, all women are conservative to their sexist nature. You will understand this when you reach the ripe old age of 89. Not before and not after then, so hold your scrotidus. Back when Beckinsale worked for the magistrate in the cupboard house, the old ways of the cloth were but still in demand. So we begin the venture of the war of the sexes. Mr. Froggle, asked Madame Frog. Yes, replied Mr. Froggle. Do you know who it is that has botched the celery? Asked Madame Frog. No, replied Mr. Froggle. Then I shall have to devise an evil and wicked way to decipher of you the ways of the celery, which has been botched, replied Madame Frog. But, ma'am, I have not, questioned Mr. Froggle. Never mind, good day, replied Madame Frog. But, ma'am, questioned Mr. Froggle. Good day, replied Madame Frog again. Mr. Froggle gulped in his larynx, so as to make the whole of the world nervous, for he knew that he had not botched the celery, and it was not possible to prove. And so, as there being no counter-proof, he was Harjinks without a smuck, and anyone who is Harjinks without a shamuck knows that their shamuck has been chopped off at the sprout by a one madam, in this case known as Madame Frog. You see, Mr. Froggle didn't believe he'd done anything wrong, at least in his mild opinion. He had never botched the celery before, but he supposed he might have, and doubt was arising in his mind at this very moment. So as things went, he apologized. Madam, I believe I might have botched the celery, replied Mr. Froggle the next day. I knew it, replied Madame Frog. A traitor, you are the purveyor of your species, replied Madame Frog with hysteria. Sorry, madam, replied Mr. Froggle. I don't understand. My species, you mean? Madame Frog frowned incredulously. What I mean. Well, you know what I mean. No, I don't believe, replied Mr. Froggle. Interrupting Madame Frog, said, "'Twas the condition of the matter of your sex that has brought about the botching of the celery." "Oh, I shall go get the pelvic dotium," replied Mr. Froggle. "It seems we have a case of hysteria." "No need, it all began when she said, that 'twas what was said a long time ago in a bathtub," replied Madame Frog. "You mean this morning," replied Mr. Froggle. "We had an argument this—" "Don't interrupt me whilst I am speaking," replied Madame Frog. "Okay," replied Mr. Froggle. "Your nature of this sex type is largely due to the inibula located in the upper left quadrant of the thigh," replied Madame Frog. "Now hold on a minute," replied Mr. Froggle, with anxiety taken aback by Madame Frog's misstatement. "Don't interrupt me whilst I am speaking," chimed in Madame Frog, and so the war began as if it had never started. All the while the celery lay on the countertop unbotched. And meanwhile Mr. Froggle was getting blamed in cereal for it, and Madame Frog was the one who left it there in the first place. You see, he hadn't even done anything, and he was getting blamed for what the madam had done in his place. Classic hysteria. Do get the pelvic dotium. So this continued in logical argumentation for a good 975 years, and then the tradition of the battle was given to all 7 muskrat roses of Madame Frog and Mr. Froggle. These little whippersnappers ran about screaming and yelling. Johnny took my apple seed, and Becca took my baba. It was not until the time of the end that finally the war of the sexes was over before it began, and that is a tale unto infinity.